Hello, everybody. This is Binton7 on my BintonGaming channel, and welcome back to another episode of Internet Classics Revisited, the series where I play through games that once took the internet by storm in one way or another. This game likely doesn't need any introduction, but it's getting over it with Bennett Foddy. It was really big back in like 2017, 2016. I was a huge fan of the game at the time, beat it a handful of times, and so I'm really excited to get back into it. If you've never seen this game before, you're probably thinking a few things, like, what is happening? Who is this guy? Why is he in a cauldron? And why does he use a sledgehammer for transportation? And I don't have the answer to any of that, and neither does, well, maybe Bennett Foddy, the creator of this game, has some insight as to what this is all about. Oh, speaking of,
if you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute, if you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black, if you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately... This
guy talks a whole lot. I thought I would give him just a little bit of time before I start talking over him. But yeah, this game has a whole bunch of narration, which is an iconic part of this game. I was considering having it turned off, but that wouldn't be good for a retrospective playthrough, now would it? But because I'm relatively good at this game, you're gonna be hearing a whole bunch of his voice clips. Oh, we got a little taste of what is to come.
Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes.
Thank you, Bennett Foddy. I really don't know what I would do without you.
Free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking.
Sexy Hiking. I see where the inspiration came from. I do love that he was inspired by a B game. And I mean, Bennett Foddy, he's made his fair share of B games, like Co-op. I don't know if you guys remember that. I may do an episode dedicated to that. I don't like that game. Not like I like this one.
Climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor.
I love this guy's. I love his voice. I love everything he has to say. I love this man, and I love everything that he's about. And usually you're supposed to take a while to get through parts of this game, and you're not supposed to just like speed run through all of his voice clips. But I mean, here we are. I have not played this in such a long time, and I'm so glad that I have retained some of my knowledge and expertise. I was afraid that I was just going to suck and I wouldn't be able to get very far. This world is full of objects which have... Oh, nope. I'm not falling today. Nor will I rage a single time. Hold me to it if you'd like. There's just a bunch of random stuff everywhere. And I love that. Oh! Now that's what I call a getting over it. I do love Bennett Foddy and everything he says and everything he stands for, but I don't know, man. I'm having some trouble forming my own thoughts while he's injecting his own into my brain, into my noggin. What?
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas.
It's true. Oh, okay, so I'm not supposed to go up. I'm supposed to go down like a clown. Just like in normal video games, it's like there's a bunch of different worlds that you can go through. And right now we're in the household land. The thing to know about this game is that it's so good at making you feel like this is impossible, or that it makes you question whether you're going to be able to get through certain parts of it. Nope. But once I beat it for the first time, I knew that I could beat it any time that I wanted to. I wonder in this weird world how many people have used this toilet here. It looks like it's hooked up. Looks like it's hooked up like through an outlet or something. We live in the future. And we got a nice little, it's like a candlelight dinner vibe, even though it's just a bunch of furniture stacked on top of each other.
3D models of breakfast. Gen X's fanfic novels. Scan magazines. Green screen Shia LaBeouf.
Oh. Shia LaBeouf mentioned. I don't know if Bennett Foddy knew what would become of that man. We've made it to, honestly, this is the first part of the game where I truly don't know if I'll be able to do it on my first try. Everything else I felt kind of good about. Get the
Everything's
f out of
fresh
here,
in about 6 seconds.
Orange.
Because I'm-
I hope you've been able to get something out of this narration while I've just rocketed through
In
this game.
context, it's tempting
Whoa,
to make
whoa.
friendly content. That's gentle, that lets you
Absolutely!
churn through it, but
We
not-
must
Why make something demanding?
be
It just gets piled up in the
careful.
landfill.
Land on our tippy toes. Really, this is
When
the only
games
part of
were
the game
new,
that
they wanted a lot from
I don't really have a
daunting,
firm grasp
upsetting,
on.
delaying.
There are a
Going
lot
through
of
it,
valuable
quick fix
lessons
for
in
the
this game that
figures,
Bennett
tricks for
Foddy
the
himself
quiz of the
brings to the
That's not you,
forefront
you're an acrobat.
of your brain.
You could swallow a baseball bat.
If I fall here, I'm going to lose a whole ton of progress. But
No, I
the
know.
main
Most
thing that
likely you're
sticks with
watching
me,
this
it's a
on
quote
YouTube
that I
or
think
Twitch,
about
while some do,
long
but genuinely
after
used as a
playing this
Like a
game.
baby
And
bird
not only
being
do I
fed
think
chewed
about
up
the
food.
quote, but I think
That's
about it
culture
in
too.
Bennett Foddy's cadence, his tone.
Trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable.
That's so
What's the
true,
feeling?
King. No, the quote that I think about,
Feeling frustrated.
it's hard to
underrated.
really focus on a thought while I'm getting through this. Oh,
Orange.
nope,
The
nope,
sweet,
nope,
juicy
nope,
fruit
nope.
Locked inside a bit
Oh, he's talking about the orange that I
That's not
already
how I
knocked
feel
off
about
the cliff.
chocolate.
No!
I only want the bitterness. It's
No!
coffee.
Oh!
It's licorice.
No! Don't do it! Okay, just gotta be careful. What's that quote that I was just talking about?
Starting over is harder than starting up.
Let's think about that some more while we go up this part of the mountain. The mountain. Okay, so what's our goal here? It's a go up. That sentence was not as informative as I thought it would be, and we finally caught up with all of his dialogue. Don't worry about that, though. He's gonna talk. No!
You just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep
Stupid.
frustration.
Stupid! I did not know there was a child mid-slide. I love that Bennett Foddy is not only the narrator of this game, but he's also the voice of the guy in the cauldron. The chaos of this game. I'm sure you've seen it. You have seen it. Nope. Okay, we fell. All right, well, thanks for the apology, but I actually secretly wanted to show you guys an interesting little shortcut that you can do that pro players use every day of the week. Instead of going to the left and going through that construction, you can get
Oh,
up.
it happened again.
No,
Keep on
not
trying,
again.
don't let it get to you.
I'm doing something professionals do.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that lovely quote with me. The series I watched of this game that introduced me to it was PB and Jeff, Peanut Butter Gamer and Jeff, Space Hamster. They played through this game, and that was my introduction to its existence. I never did a series on it, and I wasn't really planning to. At that time in my life, I just wasn't really into playing rage games on my channel.
On Vance Cheney.
There we go. We did it. We finally did the shortcut. And once you do it once, then it becomes super easy to do it again. I just really hope I don't have to do it again. There are 3 achievements on Steam for this game, which is beat the game once, beat the game twice, and then beat the game 50 times. And I was well on my way to beating it 50 times. I think I beat it like 23 times before I gave up. And I gave up for a reason I might disclose later. Stay tuned. You never know what I'm gonna say. You never know what I'm gonna do. Never know. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. No, not today. Not today. No. Ooh. This is not a good situation.
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before.
Thank
That's the
you.
deal.
Yeah, there's not only a bunch of dialogue that Bennett Foddy says for just playing the game, but then there's also so many for falling. If you aren't fine with losing progress, my God, this is not the game for you. I'm going the normal way. I don't have the patience for all this. Ooh. Now, falling from here would be devastating, to say the least. Good thing it's not happening. Hello, child. Hello. Oh. Oh. No. Oh, God. Well, anyway, that's the game. You fall, you climb, you get to the top. As you get more familiar with the mountain and everything that it entails, you get to a point where you're kind of just rocketing through. And if you watch speedruns of this game, you'll see that principle, that idea in effect more than any other kind of video that you watch. It's just a bunch of people that know where all the places to put your sledgehammer are. And I'm kind of messing up here. Okay, and it's because I didn't want to do the shortcut. It's because I gave up on the shortcut that I ended up falling and losing all that progress. What does that say about me? I don't know. What does that say about this video? I don't know. There are times where the controls of this game feel really tight, and then there are times where it feels really sloppy and messed up. I'm sure the speedrunners would not agree with that, but I feel like I'm in such control over my emotions, and then randomly that control is robbed from me. And I feel like it would be relevant for Bennett Foddy to come in and be like, you ever feel like your emotions have been robbed from you? Okay, great. I've never fallen this way. That's fun. My mission is to beat this game in this video because I know it's possible to beat the game like in 5 minutes if you don't make any mistakes. But as we've seen, I'm making mistakes. And it's been like 7 years since I beat this game the last time. So I have lost everything in life that matters to me. Once I make it past that part where the orange was, then I'm golden. Like, I don't have any real worries about falling anywhere except for there. It's the biggest setback that you can have other than the snake. If you don't know about the snake, what are you doing? No. We gotta tread carefully. Gotta tread. No! No! Once again, have fallen on my head.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Iced tea.
You know what? I don't even know what Bennett Foddy looks like. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is him. Now, losing all your progress and starting back at a previous point, usually I would cut that out, speed that up. But maybe I shouldn't do that for this game. Maybe it is the act of doing the same thing over and over again that makes this game's identity what it is.
Your failure here is a metaphor. To learn for
Don't
what?
talk to
Please
me.
resume.
Your failure here is a metaphor. And he's probably like, ooh, I'm just quoting somebody. I don't know. You can't be mad at me for the thing I said. I just noticed for the first time in my life that water is coming out of the cauldron. This guy's probably got the wrinkliest toes. Sometimes the sledgehammer takes... No!
Better by far that you should forget and smile than you should remember and be sad. Christina Rossetti.
I don't know if you remember, guys, but this is the beginning of the game. And now that we're this far into the video, I must call attention to a strategy that I've used quite a bit in this video, which is the sledgehammer pogo stick jump. It is pretty much necessary for getting around a lot of these areas. I love that these props just kind of, it's like they exist in the world long after you interact with them and dispose of them. It's not often that I find a game that kind of reshapes how I think about certain aspects of life. Like whenever I'm doing something in a game or in real life and I lose a whole bunch of progress really fast, I consciously think about those moments like I'm playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I've even mentioned it in other series of mine. And the quote that I mentioned before, starting over is harder than starting up, or whatever the order of words were that Bennett Foddy used. That's a quote I take with me every day that I live. Well, not every day. It's just like maybe every 3 months. In fact, I've found that in my everyday life, starting up can be exciting, exhilarating. Like when I started this game for this video, I was like, man, I love this game. I think this game is so good. I'm going to have so much fun. 1 hour and 32 minutes later, we're back in the orange cloudy sky. Right there is a safe place to put my sledge. I will make my way up these awkwardly shaped rocks. Ooh, yeah. Very wise and skillful usage of the sledge pogo stick maneuver. And now we're back here. Nope. Nope. Whew. Wow. What a rush. Okay. I will be going with the sledgehammer technique. Nope. No!
Something filled up. Nothing. Someone told me to try. No, let's call it. I see it's a lie. Yeah, fine.
Nope. I have saved myself with a skillful swing of the sledge. Ugh. What can we do from here, guys? Because I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I didn't think that, I knew that getting up here was a possibility, but it's not necessarily required, I don't think. I gotta put my sledge carefully down. That's not stable. Mental stability declining. Okay, we somehow made it back on top of this thing, and I would love to do anything about that. I'm doing something risky, guys. Okay. I didn't have any doubt. I knew that we would make it, and still the slightest mishap could undo all of that progress, but I'm so glad to not be stuck there for the moment. Oop, hello, Mr. Bear. Hello, Mr. Thumbs Up. Beware of a jump scare. I must keep my joy high. Oh! See, if I didn't know that was coming, I would have fallen. Ooh, I would have fallen. And I almost fell right there. Still, we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods, but I'm getting there. Having my sledge on the other side of this pointy roof is actually promising. I hope I'm not stuck. Oh, I'm not stuck. Of course I'm not stuck.
It feels like we're closer now.
We are. We're so close. And now I'm just going to speed run my way through the rest of this. I have gained so much of my life back just from making that little tiny step forward. That's all it takes to bring yourself to the other side of a line sometimes. Sometimes you're just one baby step away from the greatest achievement of your life. This is a mini checkpoint of sorts, because falling now, you're not going to lose nearly as much progress as before. This is hard, though. It's like even without the threat of losing all your progress, this goes back to something I was saying at some point a long time ago before I lost my train of thought. We're back. And this game is so good at making you feel like maybe something isn't possible for you in particular. Obviously, it's possible for other people, but maybe you're just not good enough. That pink top hat is going to cause me some problems. Just looking at it, I can tell that it has some kind of ulterior motives for me. Obviously, we got to get on top of this rock right here, and then we got to boogie. We are here. Get out of here, pink hat. You're so ugly. Okay, that's quite a jump to get up there. I'm going to be honest with you. As long as you believe, anything is possible. There's something so calming about the icicle mountains. And there we go. We did it. We're in the snowy mountains. The rocks are slippery. The snow is slippery. My mind is slippery. Yeah.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far.
It means a lot to me that I've come this far as well. But now we've got to go through the space snowballs. This is the first part of this new era, this new chapter, where you could lose more progress than before. because you can't exactly see where you're going, and you're hanging up high above where you just came from. Oop! Oop! Nope. Okay. We're back to this place. The feeling of getting good at getting over it is not something I could describe in any way that would make any sense. Because when you play this game, first impressions are most likely, what the hell? Second impressions are probably, what the I'm gonna do something different this time. I employed a different strategy. Comment down below if you could see what I did. Ooh, we're at this part. The bucket. The evil bucket and the snake. Do not ride the snake. I'm telling you guys, do not ride the snake. I've never ridden it before, but I've heard bad things.
We have the same taste, you and I.
We don't have the same taste,
not
Bennett
ambition.
Foddy. Get real. I think this bucket is another one of those things where you've got to just be confident, because it's not going to let you do what you want to do otherwise. It's annoying because if you mess up, you got to wait for this thing to settle down. Or not. Or you just move forward anyway. That's what I did just now, in case you missed it. For those of you who are just listening for some reason. And boom. We've made it to the ice mountain. And the ice mountain, just so you know, there are like predetermined points where your sledgehammer will hook onto it. This is not just a complete slippery, undoable, unwinnable thing, but falling does bring you back to this stupid bucket. Now, I will be honest with you. If I ride the snake, the game is over. I'm gonna stop the video there. While it's great and all that I'm hanging by the bucket. Oh, wait. It actually was great and all that I was hanging by the bucket. What's over here? Nothing. All right, there we go. Okay, so like I was saying about this ice mountain, it looks worse than it is, but as you probably just saw there, my sledgehammer got caught somewhere. And this whole thing, despite looking like a never-ending ice slog, you can actually take advantage of those little safe haven spots. And if you watch a speed run, that's the best way. Best way to see where those sledge things are. Nope. Okay, thank goodness.
Where your hand moves, the hammer may not
I made it to the front of the shopping mall. Some delinquent did not bring their cart to the corral. We've made it to a Greek temple, and really at this point, this is where I kind of let my guard down, for better or for worse, because nothing for the rest of this game will be as hard as what I've dealt with before now. And you guys will see that too.
You've conquered the ice cliff,
Yep.
the platforms, the church, and the
I've conquered the church. You're so right. Thank you for the recap.
You've learned to hike.
I've learned to hike.
But let me say, I'm glad you came.
Turn the lights out now. Okay. And, okay, so the red light, we can technically go on it, I think. But I think a better use for it would be using it as a kickoff point for reaching my future goals. There. No way. No way. No way. How did we get up here so fast? And super shoot. Okay. And super shoot. Super. We're floating in space. We have basically won the game, but not really. Go faster. I have a sledge. Go faster. Can I technically lose progress from here or no? I really hope not. The final biome. Space. It's okay. It's like I'm constantly going up. But hey, boom!
I dedicate this game to you.
To
The one
me?
who came this far
to Binton 7 on my Binton Gaming channel. And there we go. We beat Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, a game that I do think will stand the test of time until the day we die. It's going to be centuries past when all these other things are going to become out of style, like Five Nights at Freddy's or Slender Man or anything. We're going to be left with Getting Over It. Our descendants, centuries, millennia into the future, they're going to be talking about how starting over is harder than starting up. I love this game. I think it's great. 5 stars out of 5 stars. As always with these Internet Classics Revisited episodes, I'd love to know where you fit in to this whole grand story. Because these Internet Classics, the story is not just how the game is a classic that has a place in gaming history. It's also how it touched all of us. All of our stories play a role in this game's legacy. And so I invite you to go to the comments and tell me whatever you want to help me with the algorithm.